Hello and welcome to the Big Wobble. On Tuesday, we asked the question, is the San Andreas fault line about to shift, as unprecedented amounts of carbon monoxide is shown to have been released into the atmosphere along the entire west coast of the US, and the images came from NASA's EOS Terra satellite, seen here on the Earth wind map. On the very same day, NASA made a statement claiming elevated carbon monoxide concentrations over California since February 2016 were incorrect. They blamed the mistake on an inclination adjustment maneuver, and the owner of the Earth wind map showing the data said on his Facebook page it was just a glitch and was nothing to worry about. However, a guy called Mike Morales posted a YouTube video showing an image from Copernicus, Europe's own atmosphere monitoring service, showing enormous amounts of carbon monoxide being released into the atmosphere on the same date as the so-called NASA glitch, proving NASA's data was correct. The European Monitoring Service used their own satellite, called Sentinel. The phrase "never a straight answer" springs to mind. Now the plot thickens. What is being described as an unusual geological event in California was preceded by a large carbon monoxide release, according to the Earth wind map. The unusual geological event, a popular road used by residents and cyclists near Santa Clarita, was closed Friday after a landslide caused severe buckling of the soil and pavement. The severe buckling appears to have been preceded by a large release of carbon monoxide in the same area the day before. It is well known carbon monoxide is released into the atmosphere before a quake, and I can only ask, NASA, what are you doing? Tens of thousands of people in Fiji living in evacuation centres after Cyclone Winston, with another 50,000 staying with relatives. Yet another meteor. Night turns today in Scotland on Monday night. Spare a thought for these people. Malaysia floods, streets almost 1 metre underwater, and forecasters say there is more rain to come and conditions could deteriorate. Indonesia's Mount Sinabung causes huge concern after 2 eruptions send smoke and ash 3 kilometres into the sky. On the very same day, the Indonesian Quake Agency issued a tsunami warning after a massive magnitude 7.8 quake struck off Sumatra. It came, just hours after Mount Sinabung erupted twice. And the Tungurahua volcano in Ecuador maintains high activity this week. And with the Fuego volcano in Guatemala erupting ash 2 kilometres into the sky, that capped off an uptick in volcanic activity this week. A beetle invasion of biblical proportions in Argentina has experts baffled. It comes just 2 months after a locust infection was deemed the worst since 1954. The timing is perfect, as the new TV series of The People vs. O.J. Simpson aired on American small screens last week. With a glittering cast of stars, yesterday's headlines around the world were claiming a blood-stained book knife buried on the grounds of former O.J. Simpson's estate had been found. However, the man who demolished Simpson's former home says the find is a joke. 23 dead dolphins found along beaches south of Buenos Aires, Argentina this week. Our dystopian society reached a new level this week as the Daily Mail announced that the NHS, the British National Health Service, is to harvest babies' organs. A ghoulish proposal gives mothers pregnant with a damaged fetus an agonising choice: abort the dying child or give birth so body parts can be used for transplants. And World War III tension rises to a new level this week as an American armada arrives in the South China Sea. Threats of nuclear war being bandied around like confetti by various world leaders. Tons of dead fish found at a South African park this week. Nature conservationists say the localised die-off started on Thursday and for some reason has only affected the carp species. A 30-year warm record is smashed this weekend in Canada's British Columbia. The warm weather is most probably linked to El Nino. And last night, a northern light show for Europe and the US as a geomagnetic storm causes auroras as far south as Germany and Massachusetts. California storm this weekend. Much needed, but not like this. Floods leave one dead, dozens evacuated, and thousands without power. Well, I'll leave with the evidence which caught NASA with their pants down this week. The possibility of two satellites showing the same glitch on the same day is something even NASA cannot wriggle out of. Well, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you all next week.